They
Star Soldier.
They essentially did a Monty Python reference.
EverDrive. PC Engine. They did a Monty Python.
They essentially did a Monty Python joke.
Page 2. Soldier Blade. We need a 1.3.
Essentially.
1.3 for the win.
You know what I wouldn't mind seeing?
Yeah, I just gotta not mess up.
You know what I wouldn't mind seeing?
Which one do you mind seeing?
A Sweet Home remake.
Sweet Home?
Yeah.
That game was tough.
Permadeath?
Yeah, Permadeath sucked.
They completely changed your entire game?
I mean, Permadeath was cool.
I mean, there was a few games that had Permadeath. Especially in the RPG.
I wanted to see the movies, but
yeah,
I don't speak Japanese.
That's why the only reason I won't watch like the original 47 Ronin, because it's all in Japanese.
Well, yeah, it was made in Japan.
Made in the 40s.
And it made in the 40s and in Japan. Great movie, though.
I know.
I've watched the dub version.
It's a 40 hour. I found a dub version on YouTube.
Criterion, I believe, handles the.
I found a dub version on YouTube.
Did you? But yeah, I think Criterion handles a lot of those videos.
But then I saw it was a 4-hour movie.
Yeah, it's a long one.
I mean, I get it.
It even has an intermission.
Yeah, I get it. It's a well-respected day.
Yeah, what was it?
December 14th.
Huh?
It's a well-respected day in Japan.
Oh yeah. I forgot who did it. Kurosawa, I think it was.
Oh, the director?
The director, yeah.
Probably. He did a lot of samurai.
I know Mifune.
Kurosawa did a lot of samurai movies.
Oh, that's not copacetic.
And then,
I think it's Toshiro Mifune, the actor. He will only work with Kurosawa.
Yeah. I remember there was in Ghost of Tsushima. There's a Kurosawa mode.
Kurosawa mode, yeah.
Game's in Japanese, black and white.
Yeah.
The game it's dubbed in Japanese, but subtitled English.
Yeah. That's
black
cool.
and white. I'm like, I gotta try that, but I'm only playing on the hardest difficulty with that.
Yeah, right.
Because then it'd be a Kurosawa.
Then it'd be Kurosawa. I haven't played that one yet. I haven't played Ghost. I haven't played the other one there. Do with the not the robotic arm, but the extendo claw grappling hook arm.
I think Bionic Commando. I know you played Bionic Commando.
Bionic Commando. Yeah, no, this is the new game there. Basically, it's a rhythm game to fight the bosses.
Oh, Sekiro.
Sekiro, yeah. It's basically a rhythm game.
I bought that because they won Game of the Year, and I'm like, what the hell is so good about this?
It looks pretty.
A lot of people said the problem, a lot of Dark Souls fans have said the problem with that game is it is a parry game.
Yeah, it's all about
dodging hurts you more than it does help.
Yeah, get the dodges and parries in.
Well, they said dodging hurts you more than parrying because the game is basically based on parrying.
So parry, counter strike, yeah.
They said that game you have to parry.
I mean, I like games like that where your timing is all.
Well, that's why I like.
Yeah.
I haven't played a Souls game yet.
When you spend 6 years on a combat, just the combat alone.
They spent 6 years developing the combat.
For Ghost of Tsushima, they spent 6 years just on the combat.
Wow.
Because they wanted the most realistic samurai combat.
I mean, hey. Well, if they wanted realistic samurai combat, it should have been one hit, one
Well, it's essentially
it was essentially one move.
That's essentially a lot. Then you got the one-on-one stance where you're just standing there and you just,
Yeah, just draw and yep.
that
I
is
mean,
a
it was one move. Those guys were bad dudes with a sword. Why do you think the ninjas didn't attack them head on? They couldn't compete with swordsmanship.
Well, the ninjas were also defenseless. Well, they didn't have armor, I should say.
Nope.
Just cloth.
Just the clothes on their back for the most part.
And that's why they were considered dishonorable.
Yep.
Ninjas. They couldn't fight them head on.
You do know that the word ninja comes from the Japanese word niwatori, which means chicken,
Yeah.
or garden bird.
Well, a lot of them were gardeners, weren't they? If I'm not mistaken, weren't a lot of the ninjas gardeners?
Yeah, they were farmers. Most ninja were farmers. What do you think? The sai swords were used for potato picking.
Potatoes.
Bow staff was just a stick.
To carry water.
Carry water with it, yep.
Water rice.
Sickles and stuff like that were used for harvesting long grass and whatnot. So yeah, their weapons were common tools.
Yeah. And they have what? The straight sword?
Straight sword, yeah.
You know what it's called?
Ninja toe.
Yeah, the ninja sword. The samurai is more bent.
Samurai blade, samurai sword, yeah.
It's more bent.
You know, it was a curve.
Curved, I should say.
Yeah, it was a 6-foot razor blade. What do you want?
A whole bit of 100 times. Now give it to me.
Yep, only the master sword maker knew how many times the blade was folded. And that's if his apprentice followed his instructions. His apprentice could have folded it, 150 times.
I would also think it depends on how much they paid. Because the samurai had to pay their own equipment.
I tell you what, if you got a sword from that era,
A real one, yeah.
yeah, you're doing all right.
That's money. That's a lot of money.
They're valuable as all hell.
I remember the Highlander movie where the cop there was trying to find the sword that was folded over 200 times. She's like, that thing wasn't even done. It was like, she said it was like 800 years before the samurai were actually doing that. Where did you hit it? I like the Highlander movie.
Highlander, yeah, such a good movie.
I heard it. Was,
They were all pretty good except for.
They said that it was mixed in the box office.
Yeah, I loved Highlanders.
Did you watch them?
Yeah, in the theaters. Way back when.
With Sensei?
No, I think John and I went. John and I used to go see everything that came out. Terminators, all the Van Damme movies.
Apparently Terminator 2, the director, James Cameron.
James Cameron?
I forgot who directed T2.
I believe it was Cameron.
He originally wanted that to be the last movie. Because there was apparently, the ending was, there was an alternate ending he had that resurfaced recently.
Oh yeah?
And the way it ended made it look like it was the last movie.
Well, I mean, they dumped him in the lava. Or in the molten metal.
Well, because you know how she's like, we'll always,
Yeah.
stop judging. In the ultimate ending, she said there is no more Judgment Day.
Well, she said that, yeah, they said they stopped it.
Yeah.
But they really didn't, though, because when they continued on, they were like, oh yeah, no fate but what we make, and this, that, and the other thing.
The ending they had, it made it.
Which was a cool way to keep it going.
Unfortunately, it took them 10 years to make another movie.
Yeah, it took them too long. The last one wasn't too bad. I wasn't super crazy about it, but
seen it.
you haven't seen it yet?
No. I heard what happened, but
Yeah, I wasn't super crazy about it. It wasn't horrible, but
saw it, she wasn't.
well, Sarah Connor, I mean, she looked like holy hell You know, and I really don't like how they originally killed her. Like Cancer, come on. This is a bad broad, right? You know.
Movie.
Yeah, Cancer. She's a bad bitch, man. She will fuck up your day. She went from shit ass, scared to death waitress to Armageddon stopper. Only to die from cancer. According to the movie, anyway.
Yeah, 2003. The 2003 Terminator 3 movie. I watched movies.
They should have did her like they did Dom. Run her into a gas tanker. I still think they killed Dom off in a shitty way.
Oh yeah.
I think he should have went out better than that.
I mean, I get the circumstances they did. They were in the gears.
Yeah, I just think it was a shitty way to kill Dom off.
Yeah. But it was definitely like a holy shit. I knew a lot of people that didn't like Dom.
You didn't like Dom?
A lot of my friends didn't like Dom.
I like Dom.
Oh my god, I like Dom.
Dom had a really
I'm like, the only other person I like is Marcus.
yeah, Dom had a lot of a real good story in that game.
Yeah.
In
Well,
that
apparently
series.
Dom was going to be Dominique.
Huh?
Dom was going to be Dominique.
It was going to be Dominique.
Yeah, originally it was going to be a female.
I mean, that would have been fine too if they reversed the roles and her husband was caught up in the.
Yeah. But I think they wanted more of a romance
The bromance, yeah.
with Dom and
Yep.
Marcus. I'm like, the only other person that I like besides Dom was Marcus.
Well, Marcus is the main character, so.
In the first three, yeah.
Yeah, until
4, his son is the main
his
character.
son, yeah.
Well, 4, his son is the main character, and 5, Kate is the main character.
Isn't it the chick?
Yeah. That's one game we have to play too. We haven't played Gears 5 yet. We played every other Gears except 5.
Who?
You and I.
Oh, I know.
And they set it up for a sequel or another one, so
Did they really?
I remember finishing them like they set it up for another game.
Oh, they can't use Marcus because he's older than dirt and probably dead by now.
No, he's still kicking.
He's still kicking around.
Still kicking. Yeah, I know they're trying to get. Batista really wants to play Marcus.
He wants to play Marcus.
Because they were asking, oh, do you want to be in the Fast and Furious movie? He's like, no, we're not talking about that. Let's talk about a Gears of War movie.
Let's talk about a Gears of War movie.
They actually made it, you can get Marcus Phoenix, you can get Batista as Marcus Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he actually did the voices for the storyline, for the campaign. He has his own voices for multiplayer.
Really?
Like, I thought he was going to be his own standalone. No, he is a skin for Marcus Phoenix.
No kidding.
Yeah. And I play that skin, too.
Nice.
I'm like, the only other thing I'd like, because in Gears 5 there's Marcus when he's locked up. They have his prison outfit.
His prison outfit, yeah.
And then they have him with
Well, that's how Gears 1 opens.
Yeah.
They pull him out of jail.
They have Marcus without his beard.
Without his beard?
Without his, like, young man Marcus. I'm like, that's cool. There's one skin I really want. It's Rom. He's got this.
Oh, General Rom?
General Rom is in Gears 5 because they added a lot of Gears 3 and all the original characters. General Rom's got it's called the Gilded skin, and it's all white and red. You know, the locust symbols are all red. Anywhere that's supposed to be red, it looks really gorgeous.
Yeah, done well.
Done well. Baird's got one too. As much as I don't like Baird.
Yeah, Baird.
I didn't care for Baird. I mean, the character wasn't bad, but it's just...
He just seemed whiny.
Yeah. I didn't care for Baird. but he's got a really nice skin. He's got the same thing, but with blue, the cog. I think Kate got one too. Mira got one, Braum got one, Baird and Kate. They're all really nice skins. Yeah. I know Cole trains in the game too.
I love Cole.
They got his thrash ball outfit too.
Yeah, Cole was probably one of my favorite secondary characters because he didn't have a huge part, but riding the train, baby.
Yeah. It's funny because they actually got a former football player to play him.
Did they? They got a former football player to voice him?
The guy who played him, he was a former football player. I forgot his name now.
That's still cool, though.
He did a few commercials too.
Did he?
Yeah. I seen the commercials he was in. He was fucking tackling people in the office.
Yeah.
He was tackling people in the office for like they were throwing aluminum cans in the garbage. He's
I think I've seen those. Yeah.
He's sitting there ready to charge him. The guy's sitting there trying to grab it.
Yeah, I think I saw those.
I forgot the guy's name, but
yeah.
I forgot the guy's name. But Cole, I know a few of my friends like Cole.
I like Cole.
I like when you go underground.
I really thought. I mean, Kai could have been really good too, but
Kai was an interesting character.
they smoked him though.
Yeah, they didn't do much with him. They did an expansion where he was in one of the expansions. But,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I don't like that. They left you with the implication that he took him, he killed himself. I didn't care for that because these are supposed to be bad dudes, they don't.
Ty was Ty, that's his name.
Ty, yeah.
And Ty was supposed to be the baddest of the bad dudes.
Yeah, he was a bad dude.
Marcus and Dom said it themselves.
Yeah, they're like this guy here.
Like he's talking to them wrong.
Yeah, exactly, and then he offs himself. Like that don't make no sense. This guy is a bad mummy jammy,
Yeah. I want to sit down and play all the games again.
All the gears.
Yeah.
Go through them.
Unfortunately. Bill and I were actually in the middle of playing them, but he wants to play them on the hardest difficulty.
That's the only way to play them.
Oh,
That's tough.
the first game we wanted to fucking smash TVs really bad.
Smash TV is a good game.
Oh.
Gotta have the sticks for
Smash
that.
it! No, we were getting really pissed off at the game now.
You're getting smoked, weren't you?
Oh my god.
Gotta use that cover system,
We
boys.
were! We were getting shot through the cover. We're like, what the fuck? The Phoenix Estate. Fuck that. level.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That's a fucking hard level. The Phoenix Estate was fucking cancer, as we called it. It was like they came out of nowhere. Nashers were instant kills.
Yeah, dude, that was a tough stage.
And we were playing the remastered version, so Insane was even harder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but Insane mode was even harder. The remake was well. They upped the graphics. They actually added one level in the remake
Yeah.
that was exclusive to PC. Here's one. The Ultimate Edition.
Yeah, my dad got
Yeah,
it.
I think 2 was my favorite.
So
I didn't mind too.
so
I really like what they did with
my
2.
dad has a gaming computer. So what I think I'm gonna do next income tax time is be like, hey dad, I need a gaming
Time for you to get one.
I'm like, bro, you got yourself one.
Yeah, he's got a nice gaming laptop.
Yep. And I was like, now you knew I couldn't ask for one for Christmas because they're expensive. So I had to get me some books and a controller that ended up being trash. We got the controller. I took it off the box on Christmas. There was no X on the on the little light up thing. There was no X.
Oh, so it wasn't an official.
Then I started playing and it was drifting to the left, and I was like, "Yo, Dad, I'm
Right
not
out of the
using
box, it
this."
was drifting to the left.
Huh?
Right out of the box.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, "Yeah, Dad, I'm not using this shit. You got me fucked up."
If it's got drift right out of the box, you need to take that back.
Well, he ordered it off Amazon.
Just send it back. Amazon is good about returning stuff.
I was so mad. I was like, "Yo, I'm not using this shit." Then they gave us they got their income tax and they're like, "We're gonna give you some money." So they gave us. I was like, "I need a controller, a headset, and a game." I knew what I wanted already. So they call us and they're like, "What color do you want?" I was like, "What the fuck do you mean? What color do I want?"
Oh, it's like the shit you did with the 3DS.
And then
What about it?
You were asking me black,
Red or black?
red.
Yeah, red or black.
And then you started asking me other colors. I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah, I was like, "What the fuck, bro?"
I got 3DSs for like $50 when somebody mispriced them at Walmart. I went down and bought like 6 of them for
He's like,
$50 a
well,
piece.
Red or black?
While, and this is while they were
Yeah, still around.
still, you know,
Thing.
relevant. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
so they're
still
like-
relevant, but
They're like, "What color?" So they were like green, black, some other color, and I was like black. And my mom was like, "I made an executive decision. You're not getting black." And I was like, "What?"
you're not getting black.
I was like, "Why would
Mine
you
was
ask?"
Yeah, don't ask if you're not gonna get it.
No,
What the hell's wrong with you?
So they get home. A couple days later, they're like, "Here, we got you something," and they were like, "We sent you something too." We checked their cash apps. There was $300 in there. I was like, "Okay, I'm chilling." And then I go, "All right, Mom, I gotta go to Walmart. You need to bring me to Walmart." She goes, "Why?" I said, "I need a controller and a headset like now."
Like yesterday.
And she goes, "Well, here's a controller." And I was like, "Oh, okay, so I don't have to buy that myself? Thank you."
Right.
Like, so I went, I got my headset. I bought Tiny Tina. I bought the $93 version.
$93 version
Yeah, that gives
of
you
Tiny
all,
Tina.
all
Yeah.
expansions. All expansion that comes out.
So I did all that. Fucking Caden, we go to Walmart and this motherfucker sees wrestlers and he really puts an
Yeah, I know,
AEW ring in
He
there.
bought wrestlers. I know. That's what your dad was telling me.
Yup, he put AEW ring in there. I said, Caden, you really about to buy WWE wrestlers with an
Put him in an AEW ring.
And Dad goes, "Well, AEW does it," and I was like, "You're fucked up."
AEW does it. Yeah, they put WWE wrestlers in their ring. That's funny.
Now AEW is really good,
Yeah, they are.
but Cody Rhodes left on bad terms, so
Did
I want
he?
to know what they
Yeah,
did
he
to
went
him.
back to WWE.
Did he really?
Yeah, for $3
I haven't been
million.
watching in
For
so
$3
long.
million.
For $3 million?
Because he was getting $500,000 at AEW, and he's been asking for a raise. Tony's like, no, because we've been signing all these people.
$500,000 to wrestle?
He wanted Cody to be more an executive,
Yeah,
and Cody left because he.
Well, then, if you're gonna make me an
Because
exec, I need
Cody-
bucks.
because Cody Rhodes started the business with them,
Yeah.
they wanted him
Oh.
to stay in the back instead of wrestle and become champion and all this other shit.
he didn't want
So
to.
he was like,
No, he's still
was-
young enough to be
yeah,
wrestling.
he was like, "I'm
He's
a wrestler."
36.
He was like, "I'm a wrestler,"
Yeah.
and he left. And then he made his surprise return. Not really a surprise because everything leaked. But I think Cody Rhodes is going to be the one that dethrone Roman Reigns. But I don't know when because they're saying Roman Reigns is supposed to hold this belt till next WrestleMania to fight Rock at Hollywood WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So either they're going to drop it to The Rock or Roman's going to retain and then down the line drop it to Cody Rhodes. Or Cody Rhodes wins the Money in the Bank and comes out at WrestleMania
Afterwards,
and
yeah.
steals it. Which actually makes a lot of sense, but I'm not a writer for them, so they won't do that.
Well, I think Vince would scrap that idea.
Yeah, Vince is gonna be like, "Are you fucking stupid, bro?"
It doesn't matter what makes sense.
I'm like, how does it not make sense? There's really only one legitimate way to dethrone Roman Reigns without making him look like a complete bitch, okay? It's a cash in, he's not ready for it, he gets hit with a finisher, 1, 2, 3, it's over.
Well,
There you go,
you do it
no
at the end of a
Roman
match, yeah. That way he's already banged up.
Reigns. Yeah, you don't pull a John Cena and be like, "I'll give you a week."
He's
Yeah.
the only person that did it too.
Yeah, he's the only one who's ever told him.
No. Rob Van Dam did it too.
Van Dam came out and warned him?
He warned him. He's like, ECW one night stand. 2006.
He said, "I'm coming for you."
He
bitch."
said I want that title. He broke the record.
Yep, broke the record right there.
He's like,
But we're gonna pile
I'm
on.
giving you like a 1 week to prepare. And obviously they had to give it to Rob Van Dam because they were in the ECW arena. And the
Well,
fans-
Rob Van Dam was.
well,
I liked him too.
They were in
Yes.
ECW.
He was
I don't
crazy.
give a fuck how high the motherfucker
Yeah,
gets.
he
I love
was
him.
he was crazy.
You know who pissed me off? Jeff Hardy.
Hardy,
Bro, he walked out during a match at a live show.
did he really?
Yep.
And now he says it's because he had a concussion. So then he said he had a concussion.
Do you buy it?
WWE Well, then WWE was like, "We're sending you to rehab," because they thought he was drunk.
They thought he was drunk.
Yeah, which he wasn't. I'll give him that. He's been sober
He's
for
been
however
sober.
long.
I don't know, 'cause he was. Them guys were bad, both of them.
And to be honest, I think WWE fucked up because they did use his sobriety in a WWE storyline. Sheamus like planted alcohol and shit and said
Really?
he was drunk and all this shit. Made him piss in a cup, all this shit.
Really?
And I was like, bro, that's disrespectful to someone who recovered from that.
Well, you never really recover.
Well, yeah.
You're always recovering.
Yep. Because it's an everyday choice.
Yep, because all it takes is one drink to go back.
Yep, it's an everyday choice.
And now he's in AEW. Like he's nothing.
Well-
like nothing happened.
Well, and the worst part is like they offered him a contract back and offered to put him in the Hall of Fame this year for him to come back, and he was like, "Yeah, no."
To work
No.
WWE.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, no," and I was like, "Bro, you're fucking stupid."
Some people aren't about that Hall of Fame shit. They don't care
Oh
really.
no, I would have loved to see
Well,
him
I'm
in the Hall of
surprised.
Fame, but like he wants to go to AEW to be with his brother, and that's gonna drag him down because Matt Hardy is fucking trash.
Well, Matt
Yeah.
is a manager now. If you notice, a lot of times he's
And
mostly
another
managing.
thing I don't like with AEW is they have Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley. And instead of giving one of them a push for the major title, like I think should happen, they're like, "Yeah, let's be a tag team."
I wouldn't.
They put him as a tag team.
I mean, it's going to be a good tag team, but I think it's a waste of talent.
Yeah, because both of those guys are amazing.
And, but there's already rumors that Jon Moxley is about to leave and come back because he's seen Roman Reigns get 100% creative control. Because this is all Roman Reigns. His promos are shoots. Everything he does is a shoot. That's just him being him. Because he told Vince McMahon,
But if you let people be themselves, you're gonna get the best out of them. That's
Exactly.
my opinion anyway.
Well, he told Vince McMahon, he said, "If you don't let me," he pitched the tribal chief idea.
Did he?
Goes, "Yeah, it was his idea. It's been his idea for a while, but they wouldn't let him do
Well,
it."
is that why they're doing the bloodline thing?
Yeah, it was his idea for a while. Like, he wanted to do this back in 2014, and they were like, "No." So he went out for whatever time he went out for, and he came back, pitched the idea, and told Vince McMahon, "If I don't have 100% creative control, I'll go somewhere else."
I mean, there's plenty of places to go at this point.
Yep, and Roman Reigns is one of the biggest WWE draws right now.
Yeah,
so if he left,
without a
that
doubt.
would have hurt. If he left, that would have hurt.
Yeah, without a doubt it would.
So Vince McMahon said, "Go ahead." Now, if he steals John, and Cody Rhodes got creative control because he came out as the American Nightmare, and they told him he'd never be able to do that in WWE because Vince McMahon finds it disrespectful to the American
to
Nightmare.
Dusty Rhodes.
And Cody Rhodes goes, "I'm his son. That's
Right. That's my obligation
that's
to.
what I should be able to do."
I remember he fought WWE for the lawsuit.
Who did? Cody?
Cody, he fought WWE
Because of his dad?
to get the name of his father.
To get Dusty Rhodes?
Yeah. For the copyright.
I think Cody Rhodes coming back was a good idea. I think Jon Moxley coming back will be a good idea. The only thing I don't want to see them do is make the Shield again.
Nah, that's done. I don't think they'll do that. That's old hat now.
I don't think Moxley
Now, would it be
come back.
nice to see them interact with each other? Yes, but don't put them as a group again. You can make them opponents, that's great. They have great chemistry in the ring. They'll do perfectly fine. But don't put them together again.
Yeah.
And then people are saying there's going to be a new legacy to face the bloodline, and it's going to be fucking Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and Riddle.
Yeah, get out of here. you can't rehash all the old stuff you've already done.
I think the only way legacy works is if Ted DiBiase actually comes back.
That's
And
not
he won't
happening.
come back.
That's not happening.
He quit to be a family man, and he's sticking to it.
Yeah, that's definitely not happening.
DiBiase Jr. is not even as good as his father.
Nope.
I think that's all he had for him was because of his father.
That's like Charlotte Flair, bro.
Yeah,
She's not good. But
she's not very good. I don't think.
I don't think Ronda Rousey is good either. Though.
I don't think Ronda Rousey. She's an MMA fighter. She's not a wrestler.
And she shows how it looks too. Like she shows herself not being one of those. She's not a wrestler.
Well, I remember it was pissed that she no-sold Charlotte giving her an ankle lock.
Yeah, that was kind of shitty. I thought it was funny because I don't like Charlotte Flair, but
Yeah, I was never a big Charlotte Flair fan.
and then
Ric Flair, on the other hand,
and then Bianca Belair getting another shot at the championship. I was like, bruh.
Is she really?
And now she's champion, but I was like, bro, are you serious? Like we just watched her at last year's WrestleMania do this. With the same person,
Yeah.
I believe.
Well, last year?
No, not last year. Who did she face? Yeah.
Sasha Banks.
And now Sasha Banks is in the tag team division. That's a waste of talent.
I never cared for Sasha Banks though, really.
I never cared for her gimmicks, but she can
Yeah.
wrestle.
Oh yeah, no, she can wrestle. I just
Her
like
gimmicks,
her
is
gimmicks
stupid.
were
Boss
shit.
Time is stupid.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I think it's cool that she's like Snoop's cousin and all that, and
But like Naomi is pretty good, and she's in the tag team with Naomi, so I guess I see why.
yeah,
What pisses me off is they had Rhea Ripley with Liv Morgan, and that's actually a pretty good tag team. But Rhea Ripley just turned heel on her tonight.
oh, did she?
Yeah, but I think it's because she's joining Edge's little faction there. Edge made a faction with Damian Priest,
Yeah.
and I think
it's-
she's gonna be the
it's-
female.
It feels like it's the Brood.
Ouch.
2.0.
Yeah, it feels like the Brood 2.0.
The Brood 2.0. You guys remember the Brood?
Yeah.
You ain't old enough to remember the Brood.
Listen, we have network.
Yeah, WWE Network, I guess
Still
so.
wrestles.
Huh?
Gangrel still
Gangrel still
He
wrestles?
still wrestles under Gangrel.
Does he really?
Yep. Does his whole gimmick and everything. He actually has his own podcast too.
They're saying Undertaker might make a podcast.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I'd listen to that.
Hell yeah, I listen to Stone Cold's.
Yeah, Stone Cold's got a good podcast.
I liked his one with Seth Rollins.
I actually, you know who I've been watching?
And
Pat
then-
McAfee's.
And then Caden got mad because he goes, Jeff Hardy got accused of drinking in the ring, but fucking Stone Cold is drinking during his match.
Stone Cold would crack beers all the time.
That's Stone Cold.
I still thought it was the funniest shit when Kurt Angle came out with the milk truck, though. That was so
He's
cool.
spraying himself
Spraying with the milk, yeah.
He's spraying them, spraying
He sprayed
himself.
everybody up.
Alright, let's go.
Oh, he was doing that wholesome thing, you know. Oh, I got blowed up.
I didn't mind Kurt Angle.
You didn't like Kurt Angle?
I said I didn't mind him.
Oh, didn't mind him.
I thought he was a great technical wrestler.
Wow, he was an Olympic wrestler. He really wrestled, damn it.
And
You
if
guys got me all distracted over here. I mean, it doesn't matter. I've
his-
already
his
done what I've set out
matches
to
with
do.
Chris Benoit too. Fucking-
Oh, Chris Benoit was one of my favorites.
Oh yeah. I still believe to this day he was murdered.
You think he was murdered?
Yeah, me too.
I believe because they said he was hung while holding the Bible.
While holding the Bible?
While holding the Bible, there's numerous reports. He was on the phone with Chavo Guerrero.
Moments before.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
What was it, Kevin Sullivan, I think the guy's name was, that wanted to kill him because he took his wife.
Yeah.
Because he took his wife?
He took his wife. There was a story.
Yeah, but you got to imagine,
was a
though,
story-
he wasn't no small potatoes, that guy. He could have...
There was a story angle where his wife started liking him, but the story angle actually kind of became real.
You don't think he could have fended off an attacker? I mean, he wasn't a small dude.
Oh, he was struggling.
He was strong as
He
hell.
was struggling on the phone, so I'm assuming.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did they release those recordings and stuff?
No.
No, Chavo Guerrero was the
Chavo
one
Guerrero
who said it.
had a
Chavo
podcast,
Guerrero
yeah.
was on
Oh,
the
really?
phone with him.
Yeah, Chavo Guerrero.
Chavo Guerrero was on the phone, and he said they were talking, and then he heard a struggle, and it went quiet.
Damn.
So I'm assuming dude came up from behind,
Yeah, or there was more than one.
or there was more. Than
Because,
one.
like I said, he's not a small dude.
Yeah, for real.
And, I'm sure he's got more than just wrestling ability.
Yeah, I'm sure he knows how to fight.
A little bit.
He goes out every night in legit fights. I'm pretty sure. I would expect all wrestlers to know how to fight at least.
How to
a
do
little bit.
something.
Yeah. Like Roman Reigns is someone I'll never walk up to and be like, "Yo, fight me," because I feel like he.
Even if he didn't know how to fight, if he got a hold of you.
I would have never walked up to the Undertaker and Kane. Fuck that.
Yeah, those aren't dudes you want to meet in a
Those
dark
are two
alley.
dudes you- like, Kane's a mayor now, but I'm still not gonna walk up and be like, "Yo, Mr. Mayor, do what the fuck I say," because he's gonna be like, "What?"
Yeah, those are dudes you do not want to meet in a dark alley.
My mom works with Knox County, where he's mayor. One of her biggest employers, or Knox County.
Knox County?
Yeah, that the mayor where Kane is.
No kidding.
Yep.
Well, he's not anymore, is he?
No, he's still mayor.
Oh, he still is?
I don't know how long his term is.
I think it's 4 years.
She's like, one of my employers is Knox County. I don't know if I speak to her directly, but she told me a few of her clients. She said Lego was one of hers. And I know Lego's top dollar. I think she said Barbie was another one.
Barbie's probably top dollar too. Alright, let's go get some WWE. We got our universe.
No. Oh, man.
Oh, nuts. Oh, damn. Oh, what the hell? $1,813,000.